Hello everyone, my name is Dragomil and today I'm gonna walk you through a simple review of one of the most amazing routers out there today. And that is the RT-AC5300 by Asus, and that, my friends, is a giant beast. I just want to point out though that everything said and mentioned in this review are my own thoughts, my personal opinions and experiences. So let's begin, shall we? So pretty much the router comes in this giant box. Everything is really well placed inside the box. It's very safe to carry around. Do you see how big it is? That's what she said. Anyhow, something you have to know about this router though is that this router is focused on being the fastest router out there. You have 8 antennas that you can actually fold in different positions and directions. Depending on what direction these antennas are pointed towards, you get a different signal strength. So this is the recommended position to have these antennas in. It gives you the best signal possible at all times. Talking about the antennas, why 8, you might wonder? Why 8 antennas? 4 antennas to transmit and 4 to receive. So the 8 antennas will basically give you around 30% more signal strength and efficiency than ordinary routers. The router has 4 sides, and in the first side, I call this the front, we have the power light, we have the 2.4 gigahertz light, the 5 gigahertz light, the Ethernet connection light, LAN light, and WPS. On the right side, we can find absolutely nothing. And this is the back side, I would say. And there we have the power button, the DCI input, the 3.0 USB slot, and the Ethernet connection port. And we have up to 4 LAN ports. To the left of the router, we have another USB slot, also a button to show the LED lights, WPS, and Wi-Fi button. Something that is very cool about the RT-AC5300 is that it is a tri-band router. Now, you might wonder, what is a tri-band router? Tri-band basically means that it automatically chooses the best band available for all the devices that are connected to it. And this is optimized by device speed. So for example, if you have a 4K TV in the first room, you have a couple of tablets in the second room, and a really rigged gaming PC. So basically, when a band gets overloaded by too many devices, it'll choose automatically and place the connection to the other band. It moves the device to a less congested band. More bands means more devices. This router has a top-of-the-line 1.4 GHz dual-core processor. That's cool. Bonkers that this has that. The router's up and download speeds can handle up to 1,800 megabits per second. And as we can see beautifully here, cooling is coming out from the top. So we get the warm air pouring out from the top and coming in and entering the router from below. Also, something you get with this router, at least I did, is that you get I think it's a 1 month free access to something called a WTF or WT Fast, and that is a server that optimizes the internet connection and speed in online games. It's also called Gamers Private Network. And this router has an exclusive built-in game accelerator, which is pretty cool. And combined with WT Fast, it reduces the distance to the game servers. This router has a built-in AI protection, which means that you can, with confidence, turn off your virus protection while gaming and free up more CPU and memory. I always do this to enhance my gaming experience. Talking about the design of this product, it's amazing. I've talked to many people about the design of this router, and actually many people have mixed opinions about it. And as I've always said regarding the Asus products, is that I really like the design, the choice, or the ways and choice of how they design and are designing their products. I really like it. I like the odd looks of it. They really dare to step step aside, do their own thing, and it looks extraterrestrial to me a little bit, and that's super cool. Nothing you would see in the ordinary. And I've been talking to many kinds of people. I've been talking to gamers, non-gamers, people who are very into IT, people who aren't, all kinds of people, basically. The general thought of the design of this router is, why does it have so many antennas? Or why does it look the way it looks? It's ugly, it's cool, it's awesome, I don't like it, I like it. You know, there's so many different opinions about it. My personal one though is, I used to like it so much because it stands out, and I like things that stands out. So Asus, good job on that one. I think it's awesome to have. Many people call it the spider for a cool, the cool reason that you can actually have the router setting on top of the antennas. It's been a little internet stunt that I don't know if it was officially Asus who did it in the beginning when this router launched in 2015, but that was one of the first pictures I saw of this router, and I was like, hey, wait, what's that? You know, it really catch my interest, and that was cool and fun. You know, I got interested, so, and here I am and holding this product in my hands. So that's really cool to see it on the internet first, and later on I have it here and I'm able to review it. Super fun, super fun. Keep at it, Asus. Keep at it with this odd, weird looking devices and all that stuff. I really like that. That is awesome. So what can I say about the router that has made me see a difference comparing this router to a couple of others is that while gaming, the general ping is always lower. That is noticeable. I've been testing this router along with a couple of others. There is a difference. With the 5 GHz band, RT-AC5300 can supply you with 4,334 megabits per second. That is cool. And the 2.4 gigahertz band can supply you with about 1,000. Previous generation tri-band routers could give you about 600. I tried the signal strength of the 5 gigahertz band and the 2.4, and it seems to, at least where I live on the 3rd floor in an apartment building, the signal strength could reach me a little bit more, and we're not talking much difference here, like maybe maximum, I don't know, 5-10 meters. I mean, it sounds silly, but the 2.4 gigahertz band could reach my phone a little bit far rather than the 5. In the beginning of the software installation of the router, there is an easy 3-step walkthrough of how you install the router, and also there's a bunch and robust advanced options within the software itself. There is a lot to do in that software with this router, so that's that. But I'm also, in all honesty, I've been trying to, together with a friend, we've been trying to put some pressure on this router. So for this test, we had 2 cell phones, we had 1 iPad, we had 2 laptops and 1 desktop. And we were all streaming the same live stream on twitch.tv and YouTube and Netflix, etc. at once on all these devices. And honestly, we did a ping test, and the tests doesn't show much affection at all. So in order to put some real pressure on this one, you need far more devices to push for that. We did not really succeed with it, luckily, and which is positive and negative for the test, but generally it's positive, right? Because you want as good ping as possible, and this router really delivers on that, so that's awesome. Talking about the ping, as I mentioned earlier, I've been trying with different routers, and the ping is always as close to the best ping possible with this router. Talking about the ping tests, in the beginning I didn't really have the best cables. Halfway through the ping test, I went and I bought actually the best suited cables for the internet transmission. I thought it would have a large impact on the ping test itself. It didn't make that much of a difference at the end of the day, because this router is so powerful, it can handle all of that even without the best cables on the market right now. So if you really need a fast access speed to a wired device, the link aggregation supports 2 GB per second wired transmission. Cool? Yes. There is also a Asus router application that you can have on your cell phone devices or tablets, Google Play, and the App Store. Easy router setup, real-time traffic monitoring, one-click game boost, effortless guest Wi-Fi sharing, clever network diagnosis, and handy firmware updates. Talking about firmware updates, I had a problem with my router once in the beginning when a new firmware update was on its way. I got around that after a while of rebooting the router, resetting it, and all that jazz. So that is something that is a little bit advanced. Later on, I haven't had the same problem, which is positive. So that's good. Make sure to update your firmware. And now I decided to take you for a tour in the Asus router application. Let's go. Nice splash screen. This is how it looks like when we enter the application. You can see your router model and the username of your router, as well as your IP. In the middle, we have a really cool graphical effect that shows you the real-time traffic. If we swipe to the left, we have Wi-Fi settings. These are your 3 bands, also known as your Wi-Fi bands. And if you click on one of them, they will show you the specific information for the specific band you've chosen. Swipe left again, and you will see CPU and memory usage. If you click the detailed text, it will give you a detailed list of the CPU and memory usage. Here you will also see the connected amount of clients connected to your router currently. In the upper right corner, you have the notifications tab that will show you notifications of information you need to know regarding your router. In the lower part of the application, we'll see the devices list. Here are all my currently connected devices. If I click on one of them, I will be able to see specific information regarding that device, as well as IP and device name. I can change the device name. I can monitor my bandwidth, I can block internet access to this device and limit the bandwidth, etc, etc. We have wireless settings, and here I have the wireless settings of every band. Here I can change username or SSID, I can change password, and so on. Lower right we have more, and here you have all the features of the router. Some of these features I mentioned earlier this review, such as game boost, firmware upgrade, and parental controls. My favorite here is firmware upgrade because I can easily upgrade my router's firmware through my cell phone with no problem at all. Everything you need is right here. And you also have some plugins for your PC and third party if there's any. In the upper left, you have the informations tab. Here you have all your information about your router. If you click the information icon, you have device installation. And these are the 3 quick steps to install your router. You also have advanced settings, obviously it's advanced settings, and you have frequently asked questions. So this was a quick walkthrough of the application. I use it now and then, and especially when I need to do a firmware upgrade or a game boost. I hope some of it makes sense to you, and also happy usage. So this was the first router I reviewed ever. Honestly guys, I did my best. I might have missed a couple of things, one there and one there. If you think I missed something specifically, or you think I should have filled in with something, make sure to put that in the comments. So after all this talking, after all this showing around, basically you have one of the world's fastest gaming routers and streaming routers out there right here. I want to personally thank Asus Nordic for sending me this product and making this video and review possible, and also showing off a really cool product. I'm also looking forward to more reviews in the future. The next product I am going to review though is this beautiful honey right here. The Asus ROG Strix GL502VT. Awesome extreme laptop, love it. It's awesome to have, and I can't wait to give you guys that review. Looking forward to see you again, guys. Take care. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, helps me out. If you want to see more videos like this, reviews and gaming videos, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'm dragomil. See you later.